Out here at South Mountain again. Gonna do a quick ride. It is insanely hot. It's October 6th and there's a breeze, and it's not a nice breeze. It's about 7 o'clock and it's still 100 degrees, and I just don't understand what's happening, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyways. Okay, like I said, it's October 6th, about 7 o'clock, 100 degrees still, and a headwind hitting me right now. That does not feel awesome in any way. Still going for it. Trying out a few new things tonight. Got a set of knee pads, super cheap on eBay, almost free. 20 bucks. Brand new POC knee pads. And then, oh, did I go the wrong way? I think I did. DJI sent me a connector for my mic. Yeah, what did I do? So I'm trying this lavalier mic right here. I don't think the placement's good though. I think I'm gonna try and move it in a minute. Out here at South Mountain again. About to hit Desert Classic. Get to the end of this little part. I'll readjust the mic. Trying a couple different camera settings too. I don't really understand a ton about cameras yet, but I'm learning. There's a lot of settings on this. It's really customizable. DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. All right, move the mic a little, see what happens. Oop, off the trail. So yeah, there's all kinds of settings, and you can copy people's off of YouTube, but then I also write at night. So they say that shutter speed and all that stuff is different at night. Oh, and of course I forgot to put these cables in the cable holder. Sorry about that. It really clears up the front view there. And then I've, there's some jitter I see when I hit bumps on this night stuff. And I'd rather that wasn't there. But watching people's footage, YouTube channels, their night footage seems to have the same thing. So, tried a little noise reduction. So the annoying thing about this trail in the summer, well, it's fall now, but is that they closed the main parking lot at the trailhead at 7, I believe. So you can't really start at the very beginning. You gotta kind of start in the middle. Howdy. And I find that annoying. But it is what it is. So, I'm almost to the start of this trailhead. Half a mile or so. Maybe a mile. And then we're going to turn around and do some more. I see a lot of debate about e-mountain bikes still. Seems like we're, about 10 years in to them. And I'm talking about pedal assist when I say that. Not surrounds and all that stuff. That stuff would devastate mountain bike trails. But a lot of people just have a lot of rage about e-mountain bikes. And before I got sick, I couldn't have seen myself on one. Just because I figured you're skipping the point of the workout. But it's definitely not the case. You're burning calories, you're pedaling. You can tell by my breathing in these videos that I'm working hard. I'm definitely not as hard as a regular bike uphill. But you still riding hard. For me, it kind of brings me back to a similar level that I could ride before I got really sick. It's life-changing though to be able to get on one. A lot of people don't understand that, and I know there's a lot of people that don't quote unquote need one, but you know, ride what you want if you're not hurting the trails, if you're not hurting anybody. So it's a little tougher climb right here at the end. First part's easier. It's a little tricky at the end. Not national tricky, but Butler tricky. Sometimes I nail it. Oh, that cutover I've been taking is a lot easier. Okay. I'll chill for a second. Then I'll get back to talking about e-bikes. Alright, well, I'm just having every gear problem in the world. My water hose was not connected right, couldn't get any water out, and it's way too hot for that. Mic was in a weird spot, and then I hit something on the camera and it said it was in the old setting, so I just switched it to these new minor settings I tried today, but we'll see if any of this video is even usable. Everything's going wrong. I need to figure out how I think there's a way to make it so it always goes to the last thing you used, and I don't think I had that on. So, still a learning curve here. Alright, let's bomb this little guy here. Funny enough, the knee pads are what usually gives me a problem, and these brand new ones feel great. And they're the cheapest set I've ever bought. Here we go. Oh, maybe. I'll probably cut that part. All right. I don't really have this mic in front of my face, kind of on my shoulder. I'm starting to wonder. I know it's, at least with previous models, it's supposed to be better for wind reduction to have a, whoa, my bike's turned off. That's going to prove a funny point that I was about to talk about. Jesus. Can't even pedal. Okay. These e-bikes are like a boat when you don't have them on. Oh, and mine is not kicking on. No joke, that was like, oh, there it goes. Pulling a boat anchor uphill. Even I switched way up to a higher gear and still wasn't going. Okay, like I was saying, a lav mic, typically with a dead cat on it, will make the wind not so bad. It's really windy right now, so we're gonna find out tonight versus the stock mic. But they have wind reduction on this new Osmo Pro, Action 5 Pro. Hello. So, we'll see what that does. I'm still weirded out talking to myself when there's people around. It's kind of odd. I'm sure they heard me from ways away. Mountain bikers probably know what you're doing, but probably not hikers. Okay, so I got in a little debate with some goon from Prescott the other day on a mountain bike page about e-bikes. Someone had posted on the page asking if it was a friendly page for guys who were e-mountain bikers. Most people said yeah, but there's also a Prescott e-mountain bike page. But I see all the members of both on both pages. For those of you who don't know, Prescott's a town in central northern Arizona. It's pretty cool all year long. There's a ton of mountain biking there, lots of pines, granite dells, really cool place. I'm probably going there this week if my buddy follows through with his plan. So this guy, the original poster said I think he said he was a cancer survivor or something, and he's in his 60s, just trying to still ride bikes. This guy said, "You're not the mountain biker I have a problem with. It's the guys that are inexperienced, get out there and bomb trails." And he said, "Scare old women and terrify babies." I thought that was kind of funny. Whew, okay. Several people said that's not really an issue, and I made the comment that e-mountain bikes really give you no benefit downhill. As you just saw, I bombed down that hill with my motor off, not realizing the battery had shut itself off while I was working on my bag. And it was pretty high speed and normal velocity, and I didn't even know the motor was off until I started trying to go uphill. And these bikes are 50 pounds, but there's some kind of drag in these Shimano motors that really will hold you back. I mean, it literally felt like I was riding through marshmallow. He argued with me over and over that they do give you pedal assistance downhill, and also said that he had ridden them and he knew. I said, "There's not a chance that you've ridden one if you think that." I said, "Sure, some hardcore enduro rider who, a lot of enduro guys use these to train because enduro racing is mainly focused on the downhill speed, so they can do laps and not kill themselves climbing to get to their downhill run." Oh. Which to me makes absolute sense. It's a great tool for that. Oh, this climb's pretty tough. Sorry, this one's a little tacky. So I explained to him over and over that you got to hit 70 RPM, at least on the Shimano motors, and I think most motors to even get the assist to engage. You can clearly hear it in this video, I'm sure, when the motor is engaged and when it's not, like right now. engaged. Okay, I'm gonna try some sections I haven't tried in a while, so maybe cutting in and out a lot. He over and over said that's not true, and that he never said that he was terrified of e-bikers or that he was generalizing e-bikes, despite everyone coming in on this thread and telling him that he was making a ridiculous claim. Over and over. But he persisted and he went after me for some reason. I guess because I tried to speak logically to him. Ignored everybody else. Then he started calling me all kinds of names. And I just said, man, you said, you generalized. Oh, coyote, get out of here. That was a big coyote. What sucks is I'm about to double back. And hopefully that coyote won't be waiting for me on the other side. I'm gonna stop at the top of this and give him a minute to wander on. So eventually, I just blocked the guy. You start cursing and calling names. I mean, not that I've never done that, but I think you show a stronger advantage if you keep your cool. Don't call somebody names in a debate. And don't curse. Let's hope I don't run into Wile E up here. I mean, he ran for me, but you just never know. These are wild, wild animals. You know, a little cautious here because I haven't ridden this stuff a bunch recently. Probably overly cautious, but it's nighttime. So as I was saying, e-mountain bikes, come on. Is a regular person cheating on the climbs? Sure, but are they racing? If they're not racing, how is it cheating? They're just having fun and riding. As long as you change your Strava to electric, you're not cheating anybody. Okay. I can't see anything up there. Not really sure the lines on this anymore. It's been so long. So you can hear that motor howling right now. I cannot climb on analog up this stuff. I remember this. a lot of stuff on this trail that has just gotten blown out by storms and overuse over the years. I don't think they do a ton of grooming. I don't know, it's a city park, technically. I don't know the trail maintenance they do. They definitely, there's a lot of monsoons. Well, I used to bomb this real fast. Hopefully I'll get fast at it again. If there's a lot of monsoons, it gets pretty rutted up. So I'd imagine they come out here at some point, fix the ruts up, at least in some spots. But some stuff, it seems like it just goes and goes, and it gets so deep. It's as high as my knee or my thigh. Another thing I'm a little worried about, this Usway camera mount. Seems like it bounces a little. I think maybe that's causing that jitter, but then I see it in other people's videos at night. I'm also going to try this gyro flow stabilization program that everybody's talking about. See how that goes. It's going to be a short one tonight, I can tell you that. Just trying to make it over to that tank climb again. And then back to the truck. So hot. Super hot. I don't know, something about that breeze just makes it feel 10 times hotter. Oh, I don't remember this. Boy, that right line looks treacherous. That flying wasn't too bad. Okay. Little chute. Shit, man. My rotors must be hot. I don't remember this. For those of you wondering why I said the tank, if you're not from here, that giant water tank is at the top of this little climb. It's a kind of a starting spot for some people, a meeting point for others. Really cool area. All right, let's get back to the truck. That one I can nail every time now. I figured the line out. Just have to go on that rock, not around it. Okay. Sandy wash. This little run back to the truck. It's a green downhill. You're going pretty fast. But it's nothing crazy anyway. Which is why for me I can get going 15, 17 sometimes. Faster in the day, of course. But it's nothing crazy or exciting. It's almost double track part of the way. The banks are real low, not much bank. It's fun to hit at the end of a ride though. So I've been off and on this trail since the late 80s, maybe early 90s, I don't know, but no, late 80s. It's my mountain bike team in the 80s would ride out here. I remember flipping my bike pretty bad on one of the sections I rode tonight. And my friend and I had tried to make these aero bars out of PVC on our bar ends. And I went OTB and just wrecked those things. They were pointing every which direction. That was the end of my Home Depot aero bars. We were, middle schoolers, couldn't afford aero bars. But PVC was a couple dollars with some glue. Look out, bird. This is my spot. So I'll probably talk more about e-mountain bikes, how they've changed my life. Kept me a mountain biker after 35-ish some years, off and on. I see, anybody post anything about e-mountain bikes on YouTube, they get filleted. I'm ready for it. I'll just show my liver transplant scar. Alright, so that was a fun one, short, trying some sections I hadn't tried in a while. Next time I'll have some more confidence on them, and I'll try everything on the little mile or two section that I gave another shot today. I hadn't been on it in years, in this one little section, probably a half mile. But it's got some pretty technical little features for a blue trail, but rolling up on them today, they didn't seem scary. I just didn't roll up on them right and figured I'd just map them out tonight. Always a good idea. So, probably going to Prescott on Tuesday with a buddy, or Thursday, sorry. And I'm thinking about riding a trail called High Ridge at Hawes before then, maybe on Tuesday. It's a black diamond trail that I've been working my way up to, but I may hold off on that until after our trip, because, you know, the law of averages says that you do something dangerous before something you really want to do, you're probably going to hurt yourself. So I may avoid that. Tried some new knee pads out tonight. Tried some new miking techniques. I think I tried some different noise techniques on the video for night riding, but we'll see. I need to figure out these settings on this camera. Knee pads were really good. They were the POC VPD Air, and I got them on eBay with the tags still for $20, which is insane. I think they're 60 or $80 new, and they're not an old model. They're still very popular, very new, and they felt really good. They're not massive amounts of coverage, but I don't know, they seem like enough, and it's got VPD in it, which hardens when it hits rocks. So that went well, and hopefully we'll get a couple more rides in this week. We'll see if I film them all or not, and hopefully I'll get some more new content up on the page here. Have a good one.